Kalshi is a fully CFTC-regulated exchange, valued at $22 billion, where you can trade real dollars on real-world outcomes, from elections to sports to the weather. In this video, how Kalshi actually works, how it resolves markets differently than Polymarket, and where its regulatory fight with the states stands right now. Kalshi works a lot like Polymarket, conceptually. Someone posts a real-world question. You buy a yes contract or a no contract, priced anywhere from 1 cent to 99 cents. When the event happens, the contract settles. Winners get $1 per contract, losers get 0. The difference starts with the currency. This isn't crypto. It's regular US dollars, through a regular bank account, on a fully regulated exchange. Here's a live market on Kalshi right now. An NFL preseason game, Commanders versus Lions. The Lions are up 17-13 in the fourth quarter, and the market prices their win probability at 76%. That updates in real time, contract by contract, just like a stock. Some scale. In May 2026 alone, Kalshi did $16.8 billion in monthly trading volume. That same month, it raised $1 billion at a $22 billion valuation. It was founded in 2018 by Tariq Mansour and Luana Lopez Lara, 2 MIT graduates, and today it runs more than 3,500 live markets. Kalshi runs a real exchange order book, not an automated pricing curve. You place a limit order, it matches against someone taking the other side, and every contract is fully collateralized. Kalshi holds 100% of the payout before the trade even happens. Take that Lions game, 76 cents for yes, 24 cents for no, an implied 76% chance, exactly what the site showed. Placing a real bet takes 6 steps. Create an account. This is a regulated exchange, so you'll verify your identity. Fund it with US dollars, from a bank or card. Pick a market from thousands live. Buy yes or no at the current price. Hold your position, or sell at any time before the event resolves. And once it resolves, winning contracts pay $1 each, automatically. Here's where Kalshi genuinely differs from Polymarket. Instead of a crowdsourced oracle deciding after the fact, Kalshi names its settlement source before a market even opens. Elections settle against Associated Press calls. Bitcoin settles against a 60-second average of a published index. Weather settles against the National Weather Service. Once the event happens, Kalshi itself, as the regulated exchange, settles against that named source. 2 real companies, 2 different answers to who's the oracle. Polymarket asks the crowd. Kalshi names the referee in advance. Kalshi took the opposite path into the US that Polymarket did. It launched in 2018, got CFTC approval in November 2020 as a regulated exchange, and started trading in 2021. In September 2024, it won a federal court fight to keep offering election contracts. But 2025 brought a new front. Sports. Ohio, Massachusetts, New York, and Tennessee all sent cease and desist letters, arguing Kalshi sports contracts are just sports betting in disguise. Massachusetts even won an injunction. Then, in April 2026, a federal appeals court ruled the opposite way, that the CFTC has exclusive jurisdiction over sports event contracts. More than 20 states are still fighting it out, and this could end up at the Supreme Court. Real risks here too. The sports contract jurisdiction fight is still unresolved. A state or Supreme Court loss could force Kalshi to pull sports markets entirely. Sports contracts are also the bulk of its volume, meaning most of its business rides on one legal argument. A valuation that tripled in months invites scrutiny of whether the growth is real usage or just froth. And on smaller, less traded markets, spreads can be wide enough to cost you more than the real odds suggest. How does Kalshi stack up? Against Polymarket, the biggest difference is regulatory footing. Kalshi has been a CFTC native exchange since 2020, while Polymarket's main exchange is still offshore. Against a traditional sportsbook, Kalshi's edge is breadth, elections, weather, economics, and culture, not just sports. What all 3 share is a binary yes or no bet. The difference is who's on the other side of the trade, and who gets to say who won. We asked this question in our Polymarket video too. Who decides what actually happened? Polymarket's answer is decentralized. Anyone can propose an outcome, anyone can dispute it, and a token holder vote breaks ties. Kalshi's answer is centralized, one named, public source, and one regulated exchange enforcing it. Neither answer removes the need for trust. It just moves where you have to place it, in a crowd or in an institution. So what does this mean? The bull case, a fully regulated, dollar-native way to trade on real-world outcomes, backed by Coatue, Sequoia, A16Z, and Morgan Stanley at a $22 billion valuation, with a real order book and a named settlement source for every market. The bear case, the core of its volume, sports contracts, sits inside an unresolved, multi-state legal fight. Its valuation has tripled in months, and there's no dispute process if you think Kalshi's own call was wrong. Kalshi bet that being federally regulated would beat being decentralized. So far, the courts mostly agree. So, does the future belong to a regulated exchange or a decentralized oracle? We covered Polymarket's answer last video. Comment which one you'd trust with your money.